If you're looking for a really fast one-pan meal to beat the heat this summer, we have you covered with a vintage remake out of this 1959 Farm Journal Country Cookbook. From Rooted in Foods, I'm Nikki Davis, and welcome to the Davis's Eat. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Rooted in Foods and to the Davis's Eat. I'm Nikki.
I'm Chili.
And we hope the intro worked like we wanted it to. So let us know if you're watching, what you're having for dinner, and maybe more importantly, just a little bit, what you're drinking with your dinner.
Mm-hmm.
In some cases, instead of your dinner. Right?
As your dinner,
I mean, it's Monday, right? So what are we drinking tonight with our quick skillet meal and snacks?
A lemon basil blueberry vodka mix drink. I don't remember the name.
we haven't named it.
I haven't named it. It's a little play on a rosemary blueberry vodka.
Spritz? Was it a spritz? I think that you found.
Spritz. I think it's a spritz.
But
we're using lemon basil, and we're using really blueberry-infused vodka.
Right.
With the blueberries in it and everything. So
that's been brewing for, has it been 6 weeks?
I have no idea.
It was a gift, and we decided to let it brew, and we're gonna test it out. We're using lemon basil because my lemon basil has overgrown itself a little bit.
You want to ice up my glasses?
I will ice up your glasses.
Cool.
Hey, Mama.
So I'll throw some leaves of lemon basil in each glass. And instead of muddling, I'm just going to
pour on top?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Enough, or you want more?
A little bit more. Not much more. About that much more again. All right, good enough.
You weren't fast enough to specify.
I know. It's okay.
Well, you know.
All right.
So it's quite literally blueberries in vodka that was gifted to us. So, although you can buy blueberry flavored vodka.
So we're going to use 4 ounces of blueberry vodka.
And a blueberry. That's the beauty of having the blueberries in there. How much per cocktail? 4 ounces in each cocktail?
Yep.
Oh, boy.
And we're going to fish out some
blueberries to throw in there.
Yeah, I need a spoon.
All right. I got you covered.
Because I'm not going to get very many blueberries.
Not with that, you're not. No.
Give me a spoon.
Here, that one will work.
Oh, there we go.
That would be a chewy delivery.
Probably. So we got some blueberries.
Looks like somebody found us on YouTube. I put the YouTube link in the...
Oh, good deal. So we've got some simple syrup. We got an ounce of simple.
Ooh,
with each cocktail.
They'll stop as soon as the delivery truck drives away.
That's okay. An ounce and a half of lemon juice.
It's a pretty color.
Of course. And then we're going to top it with some club soda.
If you didn't have club soda, what could we use?
Sprite.
Or
7-Up.
Some variation thereof.
In this household, that would be Sprite. You could probably lessen the lemon juice if you use Sprite or 7-Up, but like maybe half an ounce less. You could use Topo Chico.
Well, that would be good. I actually don't have any of that.
Nope, our kid drank all of ours.
Yeah, she likes it.
Yeah.
And this is lemon basil, but regular basil or rosemary, which I'm not a huge fan of.
Mm. Oh, that's good.
That's delicious.
That is really good.
Wow.
Mm.
Jennifer,
The lemon,
thank you very much.
The lemon pairs very well with this and the lemon basil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got a bit of that on the first go
Mhm.
around.
Oh.
And the blueberry, we can taste the blueberries now.
Oh, yeah.
That's beautiful.
Oh, yeah. That's
Woo!
very good.
That's going to hit, though.
Oh, yeah.
Ha ha.
It's only 4 ounces of vodka.
Only.
Yeah. It's only 4 ounces of vodka.
Only. And, of course, I have to get up for a meeting in the morning. Ah.
Well, same. So do I.
Dumb luck is that.
Yeah. I get up every Tuesday morning.
Okay, so in the intro, I hope we're like I'm supposed to. I was talking about the Farm Journal's Country Cookbook. This is from 1959. There are, according to the front, and there are more than 1,000 tested, however they tested them, recipes.
Somebody ate them.
And
just like we're going to tonight.
We're going to tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And all sorts of things that if you were raised in the Midwest, you probably would recognize. I will say that in the meat category, everything was a very, very long cook. So I'm remaking one of the recipes in here called, I've forgotten already, sooner meatballs, as in we want them to be done sooner. A skillet meal. I'm not holding true to the recipe because it includes lima beans, which nobody in my family likes except me.
I don't like lima beans.
And I forgot that I don't have white rice on hand at the moment, so we're going to use orzo instead and give this a bit of an Italian flair. Then we're going to, as that's kind of finishing up cooking, orzo doesn't take very long to cook, so while we're waiting on that at the tail end, we're going to make what this cookbook calls a grilled snack, which is essentially a graham cracker cookie.
Mm-hmm.
It is, however, a really good lesson in the pitfalls of vintage recipes, and I'll explain why when we get there. So we are going to make meatballs.
All right. So you're over there at the prep deck?
Yeah, as good as they can see it. Maybe switch them back in a little
there
bit.
We go.
So I've got the mixer set up to make my meatballs. Clearly, do this by hand if you want to. But, you know, what the heck. So a little bit, I've got about 1.25 pounds of venison ground and 1 pound of ground beef. I mix the two for burgers and meatballs and meatloaves because the ground beef that we have is really fatty and it shrinks real fast, or quite a bit. So the venison helps keep it from shrinking.
Holy cow.
How are those blueberries? You okay over there?
Yeah.
Did it get you in the back of the throat? A tablespoon plus a little more of...
I don't recommend eating any more than 8 blueberries.
Which you sure saw us. We'll do about 1/2 teaspoon of celery seed. Celery seed goes a long way. Would you grab the ketchup out of that?
Yeah.
Thank you. And again, this is a little over 2 pounds of meat. 1 pound would give you, I don't know, 10 or 12 meatballs probably. Some sort of Italian seasoning of your choice. Thank you.
Welcome. Yeah, those berries are very potent, Jennifer.
Jen, I feel like this is a gift from you night. This is the old world Italian seasoning that we have. So a teaspoon of that, because it's salt, Italian spices. There's a little bit of fennel in it. Smells delicious. Tomato sauce, ketchup, one or the other. It's going to make funny noises. About 1/4 cup. Here, you can put that up now if you want. Thank you.
Yeah.
Fridge, I've lost my bread. There's my breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs if you want, not if you don't. I'll leave that up to you. These are just plain old breadcrumbs and 1/4 cup. Maybe 1/3 cup. I kind of eyeball my meatballs. And how about some black pepper?
Oh yeah, definitely gotta have some black pepper.
You want these a little spicy? You want your balls spicy, chili?
Yeah, definitely.
Let's call that a half a teaspoon, not quite a full teaspoon of ground black pepper. And we will find...
Jen says it wouldn't be a bad idea to strain it since the blueberries have sufficiently steeped. Oh yeah, they have definitely steeped.
They have definitely steeped sufficiently.
Yeah, they are a gray berry more than a blueberry now.
I'm going to use the end of my Aleppo pepper. It's probably not quite half a teaspoon. Or the end of that Aleppo pepper.
But the cocktail is delicious.
We'll leave it at that. I'm not getting my hands dirty, so we're going to mix this. Let it do its thing while we heat up the frying pan. Sorry if that sounds like a spaceship.
I probably can't hear it with these mics.
Probably not. I want one of those blueberries. Let me get a spoon.
Here. Use the bar spoon.
Use the bar spoon. Woo! Oh my. You are not lying. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, they have soaked it up.
Yeah, they have. All right, I'm going to get some gloves on because I'm not wanting to fight the meatball grease and wash my hands 14 times on air tonight. I'm going to... Don't have to melt much because it's already pretty melted here. A couple teaspoons of bacon fat in my pan to get these meatballs going. Boy, I might have to stick that up in the fridge. Would you put this up in the fridge, please? That's like awfully melty. Sit down. Okay. These are sufficiently mixed. So I'm going to put my gloves on. So what's everybody eating tonight?
What's anybody eating tonight?
Well, that too. Well, I'm trying to put my glove on upside down and backwards.
Shame on you.
Well, you know. I'm going to remove the watch too because I often get it dirty dealing with
gunk in your watch.
Yeah. Gunk in watch, not good. If you wanted to taste test your meatballs, just pop a little bit off and let it cook real fast in the skillet and test it for flavor. After so many years of making meatloaf and meatballs, I don't worry about that anymore. I'm pretty well confident it's going to come out okay, but you know.
Grandma Debbie's on leftover pizza.
That's okay. Okay, I'll deal with that later. If you want, and you should want, uniform meatballs, use a cookie scoop.
Oh, hey, Ann. She's chicken and veg stir fry.
Ooh, that sounds yummy. Mm-hmm. I have enough for at least 2 dozen meatballs. I'm not going to make all those tonight. I'm going to make enough for dinner and save the rest. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to do a heaping. Here, this camera. A heaping. We might have to adjust the camera here.
There we go. Too far.
Heaping 2 tablespoons, so that's probably more like 3 tablespoons.
And Deb had B&T or BTs for lunch. Maybe cheeseburgers and fries for dinner. There you go.
If you want to come push this back, then we can fix that camera.
Okay.
And I'm going to break my own rule and drop them in the skillet as we go.
How do I lower this?
Right there.
I figured it out.
And I'm not really rolling them. I mean, I'm forming them more than rolling them.
There.
Thank you. Ideally, you don't want to drop them in the skillet as you cook because they'll cook unevenly, but I'm not making enough to worry about. And Chili Bean's going to get a plastic bag out so I can...
Hey, Robert. Oh, drive-through from Robert.
Drive-through's okay.
Yeah.
Put the rest of this in a bag when I get a handful of these done. So a pound to get you a dozen or so 1-inch meatballs. These are a little bit bigger. Actually, those are quite a bit bigger. And we're going to cook these and then take them out of the skillet. I am using a nonstick skillet, which makes it a little bit easier. 3, 6, 7, 8. Howie.
Howdy, Robert.
Hello. Makes it a little bit easier to move them around.
That cocktail is delicious.
3, 6, 9, 10. I'll do 12 here, and then I'll put the rest of it in the fridge. Because that will be plenty for dinner.
It is a lemon basil blueberry vodka spritz.
It is a knock you on your tuchus.
It might, yeah. It's potent.
All right. We want to put the rest of this in the refrigerator for another day. This might make meatloaf patties. This might make meat sauce for pasta. It might make a lot of things in the next couple of days. My child's dying for spaghetti, so that's probably what it's going to make. All right, now we're going to clean up a little bit of a mess I did make here. Ooh, ow. Hang on a second.
We have a lot of basil.
We have so much basil. I'm going to use some of it tonight in the sauce that I make. All right. So this is a recipe that...
You cook what you have, especially when it's fresh.
Oh, yeah. And you have too much of it?
Yeah.
That clearly is a quick weeknight meal situation. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I don't contaminate myself or the kitchen.
All right.
Yes.
Bag is ready to go in the fridge.
Yes, they're in there. Thank you. So we're going to cook these. And if they don't stay perfectly brown, don't worry about it. Perfectly round. They are browning beautifully. My stove is lopsided, however, so I've got more grease on one side than others. All right, turn those down just a little bit. I'm going to move this camera back so you guys can see vegetables here. Uh-oh. All right, is that working, Julie?
Yeah. Okay. All right, so cocktail, 4 ounces of blueberry vodka. One ounce simple syrup.
Oh, that's so good.
It is. It's delicious. Oh yeah, and meatballs are never going to stay round.
Oh gosh, no, they are not.
Ounce and a half of lemon juice. Couple leaves of lemon basil, torn up. Stir it up a little bit.
Okay.
Top it with club soda.
And don't go anywhere. Unless somebody else is driving.
Yeah.
Who hasn't been drinking them. Oh, I have onions that are being obstinate. Frequently have that problem. All right, while the meatballs are cooking, I'm going to prep the vegetables that are going to go in this dish. I've got 2 little bitty onions right out of the ground. These are actually candy apple red onions, but use any kind you have access to handy. Preferably ones that will peel easy. Good grief. All right, I'm
Jen
moving
says
to
mushrooms?
Mushrooms, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chili.
It's okay.
Mushrooms that are going to be left whole so Chili can remove them.
Yes,
Would you
please.
turn those meatballs, please?
I was just looking at those meatballs thinking, man, I probably ought to
Thank
turn
you,
these.
because I've got this onion is just giving me fits. If anybody knows how to easily get skin off of a raw onion when the skin's so thin it doesn't want to separate, I'll take that old wives' tale any day of the week. Okay. It's probably enough onions. If they get a little charred on the outside, it's all good.
All right, this one's just breaking apart.
Not enough breadcrumb. So 2 pounds of meat, add more breadcrumbs than I did.
Well, no, it's the only one that's breaking apart. So
Well,
it's just not wanting to play nicely.
shame on it.
What I thought.
So these are relatively sweet onions, but in this dish, I'm not too worried about. Oops. The sweet. They're awfully pretty. I know that. I'm going to turn that heat back up. Okay, so onion. I have chili bean. I have red bell pepper, and I've got. I probably need to use the yellow one because it's on this last leg. How about yellow bell peppers tonight? Since I have red onions, I'm going to scoot that over. All right, am I still on? Yeah. So there's a little bit of a bad spot here on the pepper. Beautiful. We're just going to cut that out.
Oh, Robert, this is a delicious cocktail.
It is delicious. I agree. And use the end of the pepper.
But be careful because, you know, all of that vodka's got to go somewhere. And if you're like us and you have blueberries that have been steeped in vodka for about 6 weeks, those blueberries are rather potent on their own.
They are. Quick chop on the pepper, nothing fancy. So cook down. Just try not to chop your finger off. Quit eating the blueberries.
Nope. I'm eating blueberries.
Right, there's one.
Those are like mini shots.
Mini shots.
Yeah, they are. In each blueberry.
Oh my gosh, chili bean. I have to pick you up off of the floor later.
You might. It's a good thing I'm not getting to the pool.
Yeah, well, with the rain. Kind of crappy. All right, so one pepper would be fine, but I had to cut a bad spot out of my big one, so I chopped up another one. Smaller one. Any pepper you have. Bell pepper. Red, green, orange. If you've got banana peppers, that'll work too. All right. My mushrooms are on their last leg too. So these are going to go in mostly whole. I'm going to cut the big ones in half.
Am I ready to pull these meatballs or what?
Maybe. Let me look. Oh yeah, we can pull them. They're doing good. If they're not quite done, they'll finish in the sauce.
Okay.
All right. So we'll pull the meatballs. There you go. And then I'll get onions and.
I got this.
Thank you. Pepper. I'm going to throw a celery stalk in it just because I have some. Little extra vegetable for the family.
Anybody can eat celery because it doesn't taste like anything.
Oh, I think it tastes really good. That and the
odorless, flavorless.
Complements the celery seed that's in the
negative calories.
I'm running out of room right here, so we're gonna wait till we get okay. Awesome. And turn that down.
Low?
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm going to add. Actually, I'm adding clarified butter because it's sitting here, so I'll still get the butter flavor.
I wondered. Those are. Oh,
what?
Those are not vodka blueberries.
Uh-oh.
They're a step above vodka blueberries.
Oh dear.
They're moonshine blueberries.
Oh.
I thought that was a little bit more potent than just a vodka would be. Those are.
Oh boy. Secret comes out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, onions, peppers in.
Yeah, Jen says these are moonshine berries. Yeah, they taste a little harsher. Not harsh is not the right word.
Strong.
More potent. More potent than standard vodka berries.
I like moonshine.
Oh no, she says that these are vodka blueberries. They taste like moonshine. They do.
All right, just enough celery to complement the meat.
They've absorbed that astringentness that straight vodka has.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
The mushrooms.
Delicious, don't get me wrong, but they're potent.
The mushrooms will add really good flavor and be big enough that Chili can pick them out.
That's perfect. I like the flavor that mushrooms add. I just don't like the texture of mushrooms.
I get it. Some of them I'm going to put in whole that are little. That one's not going in at all. Some of them are.
Your Aunt Deb says it sounds like a Great Lake drink.
Uh-huh.
It would be for everybody but the driver.
Yes.
The captain of the ship should not be imbibing these cocktails.
At least not.
Not more than one.
Yeah. All right, so these vegetables are soaking up some bacon fat, some butter flavor, some meat grease.
Jen says not to put these in your morning yogurt, hon.
I mean, maybe.
I think they'd be fine in yogurt because they'd be just eating them, individually without anything else going. They're rough.
They're rough.
But I think with yogurt, I think they'd be really good, really tasty.
All right, so now we've got vegetables in here. I'm going to hit this
with some EVOO
or
some sherry.
With some, you want sherry?
I don't care. Want more alcohol, please.
Audience participation moment. I have sherry. I have the end of a Malbec, and I have Marsala.
Oh, Marsala, I think. Okay. What do you guys think? Marsala? You guys like seconds? Malbec, Marsala, or sherry?
Oh, there's my Marsala.
I agree, Dan. It is not fair to the captain to. Jen says Malbec or Marsala. I'm thinking
Oh, open. You want Malbec?
Marsala. This is Marsala, isn't it?
That is vinegar, which is going to go in a little bit too. So.
Oh my goodness.
Or not. All right.
It'll go in. It just needs.
I have totally walked away from the recipe here now. Basic premise is still going on. Vegetables, orzo, meatballs. Quarter cup of the Marsala because it will evaporate. It will be delicious. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Oh no, it's busted now.
I've got ways to fix that problem too. Because don't worry about it. We'll fix it later. It's not my only thing of balsamic vinegar. All right, and a little bit of salt and on top because that will help those mushrooms start juicing. How's that for a word?
Oh, it's coming off now. You're gonna have to throw that lid away because it is trashed.
That's okay. Saran wrap on top of that will be just fine.
Well, that's what you're gonna have to do.
Yep. All right. So a little bit of balsamic, not much, about a teaspoon. Just gives it a little bit more depth of flavor. As we fix that.
Ann says Marsala is probably the one, but she likes the Malbec. I'm good either way.
Yeah, me too. I lean towards Marsala when I'm using mushrooms or sherry. I like both. All right. To that, I have 6 ounces of orzo. Where's my camera? I'm sure you've all. Oh, that's
nope,
horrid.
see that.
Here,
Go over
try
there to the
this one.
prep. There we go.
Yeah, seen orzo. Orzo is technically a pasta, but it looks like rice. Cooks in about half the time that rice does. So we're going to put this in some tomato sauce, not tomatoes, because chili won't eat them.
That's right.
On top,
Right there?
yeah. I'm going to add some water to it to thin it out a little bit, though.
I can understand that.
Well, and to give our pasta something to cook in.
Aunt Deb, it is. It is smelling delicious.
All right. Now, you could easily use rice in this. Just didn't have any. If you do use rice, white rice is going to cook faster. Brown rice takes twice as long, at least. Sorry, Shiggy, did I get you? Put the rice in just like I did the orzo and let it kind of start soaking up the greasy flavor. That's not a great way to describe that, but that's what it's doing. And it just puts a little bit extra flavor in your dish. All right. So this is about a pint of tomato sauce. A lot of this will disappear as that orzo cooks.
Does it need to be stirred?
Yeah, you can stir it.
With the tongs?
Tongs is fine. And once that orzo's cooked, we'll nestle those meatballs back in for a few minutes and let them go. I'm going to clean up real fast.
Oh, this looks delicious.
It smells good.
Mm-hmm. I am so glad you made those mushroom chunks humongous.
Big mushrooms.
Yeah, you didn't even cut this one.
Well, it was little.
I know.
Cut it. All right.
It'll probably end up on my plate.
We can take it off your plate if it ends up on your
I
plate.
know. I'm just saying it will probably end up on my plate.
So while that's that looks yummy.
Yeah.
So yeah, while this is cooking, let's talk about what we have planned for the Davises eat moving forward.
Okay.
My mother found YouTube, so if my mother can find YouTube, anybody can find YouTube.
That's right.
And I don't know. I don't think anybody was on fast enough to see the intro, so we'll just have to check that later.
We'll have to look.
We're going to push everything to YouTube and away from Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to explain why?
Well, we want to grow our audience past the 6 or 7 people that watch us religiously.
We love you.
We love you. We do. But
we want you to join us on YouTube.
we do want you to move to YouTube with us. We already simulcast the broadcast to YouTube. But with YouTube, the more people we have watching it, the more people we have commenting on it through YouTube, the more likely it'll get pushed up and into the algorithm. And you know what? We might start making money on this.
We could. Very slowly.
You know, and it pains me to say that somebody else needs to start paying for the booze that we have to go into all my recipes and all of the.
Don't make it sound like it's a horrible situation because it's not.
Horrible.
But...
It's horrible. You guys have no idea the food costs that go into each episode
that we're eating dinner from.
I know.
This is yummy.
So me being the accountant that I am would like to push us towards YouTube and the possibility of monetizing this love of that we do.
So the plan, I need something metal to roast marshmallows on. So I'll still put links on Facebook for everybody to get to.
Robert, I agree with you. A few more of these blueberries and I won't care about the mushrooms at all.
No, this is so true.
Yeah.
All right, so
did you see how many blueberries are in this?
I'm trying to fish one out.
Full of blueberries. And this was almost full when we started. They are delicious though.
Oh. Okay. So where's my cookbook? So this recipe caught my attention because it's sort of similar to something I do when I don't have any sweets around and I need something sweet. But, midnight. Grilled snacks, 33 squares of graham crackers. We're not going to make that many.
Oh, gosh, no.
Phoebe loves these, by the way. Half a cup of peanut butter.
I guarantee she would.
And a third a cup of mini marshmallows. I'm not going to weigh and measure all this out. Spread crackers with peanut butter. Scatter marshmallows on top. Place low under the broiler to heat and lightly brown the marshmallows. Serve at once.
Well, this was 1959, right?
This was 1959.
We're going to 2023 this.
We're going to 2023 this. So there's a couple of things that happen with vintage recipes. This one specifically. How many people are on here that... Okay, so my mother remembers what peanut butter was like in the 1960s.
It might.
Probably. Maybe later in the 1960s. Uncle Dan. It was not as creamy as our creamy peanut butter today. It was thicker and it
stood up to heat.
It stood up to heat. I'm trying to crushed peanuts, and I mean it was just really gritty, maybe even. So it stood up to the broiler and the mushrooms, the marshmallows that were on top of it. Jif creamy peanut butter does not, as I found out last night. I had melty snacks. So we did a couple of things this afternoon. Phoebe and I did.
Oh my! While I was at work.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We switched to almond butter.
Okay.
Which is a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
And then we got the torch out like we did last night.
Oh yeah.
So we're not actually putting these under the broiler.
We're doing it.
Yeah. Now the reason I was attracted to that recipe is because I make graham cracker sandwiches with peanut butter and Nutella and wow, this is looking good.
Oh, it's
and
I need to see that.
Cake frosting. Yeah, that's my favorite is vanilla cake frosting sandwich between 2 graham crackers.
I just like graham crackers. I'll let them lonesome.
But the almond butter actually tasted better, we thought, than the peanut butter. So I have chocolate grahams and I have regular grahams. Which would you like? Or do you want some of each?
I'm good without.
You're not going to eat one?
Nope.
Oh. All right, then I'll just use regular grahams.
I would definitely say regular grahams over the chocolate grahams given last night's.
Yeah, I didn't like the chocolate ones much either. I thought they were too crispy. I have metal because I'm going to torch these.
Anne says she only uses Nutella for s'mores anymore.
Oh, yes, that would be so good.
Yeah.
And this is kind of what that is. What this is a little s'more reminiscent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out of spreaders.
Did you already use all your spreaders up?
Might have been. I might have. Hang on. Nope, got this one. So this is almond butter. If you have almond butter or any kind of nut butter that has to be stirred because it separates.
What kind of nut butters are you used to having?
All sorts of nut butters. Get yourself a wooden chopstick.
Here's some more graham crackers.
Well, I'm not going to make more than a couple.
I'll make a few.
Okay. Or like a traditional spurtle shape because that's going to help you stir.
And I'll get some graham crackers for the pups.
Okay. A little bitty, light, thin coating is all you need. Don't pile it up. I think that's what I did last night, and we didn't like it as much. Now, if you're just making sandwiches with cake frosting, then pile it in. Be my guest. And this could easily be a sandwich too. The recipe is written that these are kind of open face situations, but mostly I get to play with the torch, and I'm happy with that. You just need enough to stick the marshmallows to the plastic cracker.
Robert caught what I was saying.
What did you say? I don't even know.
So how many nut butters are you used to?
I caught what you were saying too.
Robert caught it for sure. Oh, okay.
I'm sure that was beautiful.
I don't know if you guys saw that or not. I got to look.
I doubt it. Very seriously. Hold on. I had to close up my butter. All right,
I'm making another cocktail.
All right, I'm going to turn this down to low because it's pretty well done. And I'm going to...
How are you doing on your cocktail?
I could use another one.
Okay. Come on.
Let's put it on top of that. All good. Whew. All right. I'll turn this down to low just to keep it warm. I'm going to nestle these meatballs right back in.
I'm gonna have to go lighter on your cocktail because you didn't finish yours.
I'm so sorry. I can't chug a lug and walk at the same time. And if there are any of these meatballs that didn't quite get done in the initial cook, they'll get done here. Okay. Ooh, hello, squirt. Oh, meatballs are good.
Oh man, we're gonna have to add some more vodka to the
Blueberries?
Yep.
We can do that.
We can. We have.
Are you telling me we've had that vodka tonight?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Somebody in this family's bad influence.
All right, there's a little bit of Tito's in that one.
All right, I'm just putting the lighting back here is not great. I can tell.
Throw a little bit more
Marshmallows.
Tito's in this.
These are fun things if you've got kids. I wouldn't, serve these at a fancy dinner party. Oh, actually, I might, to be honest with you, because my crew would love them. Also, midnight snack. My 16-year-old loved them this afternoon when we were messing with them. She couldn't figure out why Dad didn't like them.
I don't know. I just didn't like them.
You don't like roasted, toasted, charred marshmallows, though, either, so.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. And you don't eat s'mores. Really.
I really don't.
So, there's something, fundamentally wrong with you.
For sure. I'll agree with that.
All right. Torch. Most people don't have one of these. I do. You can pick one up at Rural King for $10. We had them burning this afternoon.
Did you?
Yeah, and toast them to where you want them. That's why I have this on metal. That way I don't burn the kitchen down.
Hopefully you'd lift it up a little bit so that it doesn't.
But you know how I am. I like mine to burn.
I know, but I'm just thinking about the underneath.
Ruh-roh.
It should have plenty of juice.
It does, yeah. It's just a little finicky if you don't have it holding the right way. And yes, Phoebe had fun playing with the torch. I'm not sure if that's good or bad.
It's good. It's a cooking utensil.
It is indeed.
It is a legitimate cooking utensil. So it's good that she learned how to use it.
All right, Aunt Deb, how bad do you want me to burn them? I don't know anybody else who likes on fire marshmallows. This one's mine. Oh, that would have been a pretty picture.
It was.
I'll have to do that. You sure you don't want to try one?
Aunt Deb says black. She wants hers black.
Like this. That's mine.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll have one. Don't get me wrong.
Well, here. Have one while we wait on dessert. The almond, I think the almond butter is better. I mean, I only had one drink.
The main course.
Mm-hmm. Cheers. I think the almond butter is a better option.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
It is, actually.
You could top these with another cracker if you want to. But these are the fun things you find in old cookbooks.
Robert says it has to be black on the outside and ooey gooey on the inside.
Yeah, I'm almost to that point on these. I'm the same way. I stick them right in the fire. Like, I don't waste time with that whole hovering crap. This is dumb. Yeah, I like the almond butter better.
Yeah, I think almond butter is better than peanut butter.
I think the peanut butter was too.
The Nutella would be a.
I
know. We might try that off camera.
All right, let me.
How are they with the cocktail? Actually, really good.
Pretty darn good.
Yeah. Yeah, the almond butter kind of does go well. The subtle flavor of the almond butter.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see how we did here.
Goes well with that cocktail.
Not the best food.
You want me to go back over to the stove? There we
Yep, I'm just going to scoop some of this up and let it cool for a minute so we can break into one.
Jen says a natural crunchy peanut butter would be tasty.
Well, I did crunchy peanut butter last night too, and
You
it was
did.
too. I don't know. I thought it was. I don't like crunchy peanut butter, so never mind. I'll just keep my thoughts to myself on that.
One of us in this household is a creamy peanut butter fan, and one of us is not.
Oh, it's worse than that. Creamy Jif.
Yeah, versus crunchy Peter Pan.
Strawberry jam.
Grape jelly.
We both like vodka.
We do. Blueberry or standard.
Or anything.
Cake vodka. Or
I don't think I showed this off back here. This is not a full plate. I just wanted something to try.
You got to be thinking if you're me, because I didn't know exactly where she was going, but I thought she's like, I'm going this way. And we had it on the main camera.
Mm.
I want some of this meatball.
Yeah. The orzo's not quite done.
All right.
Yeah, we're going to let it. I mean, it's not enough that you can eat it at the moment, but it's still a little on the crunchy side.
Mm.
But it's delicious.
Was the meatball? It was very good.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have some meatball?
I do have a meatball.
Okay.
Yummy.
Yeah. You got ball in your mouth?
Mm-hmm. Got a ball in my mouth.
All right. I won't make you talk while you got ball in your mouth.
Thank you. All right, I'm going to add just a little bit of water to this to get that orzo to finally finish off here in the next couple minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll call it a day. All right. That should finish in 2 or 3 minutes.
Grandma Debbie wants us to set a blueberry on fire.
Okay. Ask and you shall receive. I've got one in my cocktail, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, but this is... There you go. I'll get you over there.
Bet she thought I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, prep station.
You see it?
Oh, yeah, definitely can see that.
No. It's not really going to do it.
That's probably got to have a 100 proof rating to be set on fire, and it's just a little lighter than that. But that's okay.
Nope. No go. Not enough alcohol in it.
Just barely.
It was a fun experiment, though. All right, so this is a yummy remake. Clearly, we got a little bit off recipe here. But 2 pounds, roughly 2 pounds of meat. Well, I had 12 meatballs, and I probably could get another 14 or 15 out of what I had left.
You could.
Decent sized meatballs. Cook those. I added bacon grease, so all of that flavor just kind of melds in with everything.
Mm-hmm.
Vegetables were pepper, onion, celery. If you wanted to add the lima beans, you could. Cannellini beans would be good. Add those at the last minute. Used orzo instead of rice. Got mushrooms, thank you.
Yeah.
Marsala, little balsamic, a pint of tomato sauce.
Robert said they're fine to take on the boat, but they won't burn. We're not trying to find fuel for the fire.
Or the boat.
Or the boat.
This is really good.
Yeah. This is
It
very
didn't
good.
take long from start to finish. So.
We're done in 50 minutes. We've had plenty of cocktails, plenty of meatballs, and everything. And dessert. I mean, come on.
So
You need to like smoke some more dessert over there.
what do you mean?
Your dessert's not smoky enough. For
Well,
you.
oh, I will when I
Okay.
get ready to go eat them. Darn it. What was I saying?
I don't know.
Crud. Yeah, no clue. I had something in my head and then you said something. That was all she wrote.
So next week,
More vintage remakes
more vintage remakes, but go to YouTube.
by way of the link I put in Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let you get lost.
That's right.
So yeah, we'll see you on YouTube only next week, and no clue what we're gonna fix.
Not yet.
But I have lots of cookbooks to pick from, so we'll come up with something fun.
And I got lots of bottles of booze to make something out of.
That is no lie.
Or do.
I mean, like what's here is what most people have in their whole house.
Well,
We
yeah.
have this, and we have a liquor cabinet out here, and we have a liquor floor out here. We have a liquor cabinet in the basement.
Yeah.
We have a liquor
box over there.
We do over there.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a liquor
bar
top.
Yeah. Yeah, we got plenty of booze.
The pandemic.
The pandemic was good for my
ruined
liquor
us.
cabinet. Yeah.
Ruined us. All right, so I'm going to pull the kid out from the bedroom and get her out here to eat some of this. And this, by the way, when I was telling Phoebes what we were having for dinner, I told her that I could make this either Italian or Tex-Mex, because the flavor profile, you could go either direction with this, and even maybe a little Cajun Creole, even though you're working with meatballs. So this is pretty versatile. If you don't have all of the things to make this Italian, use the taco seasoning and go that direction. It would be delicious with rice. So yeah, it's fun to remake a few different ways. But that's it.
Well, we're going to eat well tonight. Hopefully you guys eat well, however you're eating. And hopefully you'll drink well tonight.
We are.
Because we are.
Oh, mercy.
We have blueberries.
I'm still standing. All right, folks. We will see you next Monday night with something fabulous from an old cookbook on YouTube. Anything else you want to say?
No.
All right. Cheers. We forgot to cheers. We'll see you next week. Now push that button and see if that works. Don't know if it will or not. Might have to do it again.